Hello everyone, I'm SuperDazza.
And I'm Purley.
And welcome to this, I guess we could call it a tryout to a SMITE podcast that we've had an idea
A pilot. Yeah.
I'd say it's a pilot, yeah. Like it's sort of, we've had an idea for a while. We've already done one tryout and it didn't go fantastically. We wanted to make it around about an hour to an hour and a half, and we ended up recording for about 3 hours. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. We've decided to base this kind of more on the community side of SMITE. So here you won't really see things to do with esports or anything to do with that, but more so things that kind of higher as announcements about the game, community reactions, and we take a load of things from Reddit and stuff and see what you guys have to say about the game from the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I think one of the most fun parts about this podcast is that I know nothing. Like I haven't been on the subreddit, I haven't been paying attention. So I'm going to be reacting to all this stuff for the first time with you for your viewing pleasure or displeasure. I don't know. I can't control that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So essentially, I have a big, long agenda. It's about a page and a half, size 10 on Word.
Really?
Yeah. Why not?
But hurry up. We only have an hour and a half.
Well, yeah, a few things I think I'm going to leave out if we don't have time. But yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes. If you don't know about us, we are non-network. You may if you've ever heard of us, you've probably heard of us from a series called SMITE Community Concepts, where we showcase the best submitted skin concepts to us. And we try to make it entertaining.
Try.
In the touts.
Occasionally might succeed.
Yeah. Let's just see how this goes. Let's go straight into it.
Okay.
So
go for it.
Yeah. So let's start first of all with the patch notes. Last time we did talk about patch notes, but I think we spoke about them way too long. So I've had a bit of a different idea with things when it comes to.
Okay.
I mean, because both of us have watched the patch notes from Friday, and I guess I've picked out a few things that we can talk about with it, but overall, I kind of want to jump into community stuff almost instantly, so we won't spend too long on this. But I thought for the skin section, last time we spent a little bit too long on the skin section talking about that. So what about we go through the skins and we say, is it a yes, is it a no, or is it a meh? How about that?
Okay, sure.
Literally just lightning through it. Plushie Ganesh.
I haven't got Plushie Ganesh. Yes. Very yes.
Fantastic. That's
love that skin.
Better than DJ Ohm. Fantastic.
I wouldn't go that far, but it's very good.
Okay, fair enough. Half-Life Baron Samedi. A little bit disappointing.
I'm going to go with meh because I can't remember it.
Fantastic. Nightbane Jingwei. The kind of badass looking.
That one was kind of a yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't completely.
I'm not going to get it. But
buy it immediately.
Yeah. Fair enough. If I got it though, I'd be fine with it. Hellscape Kernanos. I like it. That's a yes from me.
I'd say yes. Yep, I like that one.
Geek Beak Thoth. I think that's
very
quite
yes.
Yeah, that is quite good. Pup Patrol Cerberus.
Oh, so much yes. I've forgotten about half these skins. This is great. Very much yes. I love that skin.
Yes. And Cherry Bomb Soul. Boob.
Which one was that? Oh. The boob one.
It's the boob one of the patch. There has to be one.
I'm going with lower end meh to possibly even no. To be honest.
Right. I'll go meh. I think it's just meh for me. Project Olympus. Now, do you actually know what Project Olympus is?
No, I heard them talking about it, and I wasn't sure what was going on.
So Project Olympus, I think, started around about last year's mid-season patch. And it's just a way to try and... I'm not entirely sure what they include in it, but it's essentially just a way to make the game better, I guess, kind of maybe sort of outside of the actual gameplay experience itself. So it includes things like, in this update, the new commendation system. Which will be interesting to see. Getting some goodwill in there and stuff. Redoing goodwill. I think that's quite cool.
Goodwill, yeah.
We'll see.
Goodwill has been useless forever, so looking forward to that.
Yearly rewards for players who remain unbanned. Fantastic.
Do you get that? Do you have to be an active player to get that reward?
I don't
Do
really
they track
know,
that?
because if you really want the skin, I guess you could just not play the game.
Or just not be a dick.
Yeah, that's hard sometimes.
For you, maybe.
Yeah, but they've actually released what the yearly rewards will be for this, which is a Baron Samedi skin, a camaraderie loading frame, goodwill jump stamp, a Baron Chibi avatar, and a goodwill global emote. So is it really even worth being nice?
Just keep being a dick. That's not a good enough bribe.
And
Try harder, Hi-Rez.
And the skin will, I'm assuming, will literally just be a tier 2, if that, because they're not getting any money from it.
But it's a jump stamp.
Oh fuck!
The best cosmetic in the game.
Well, in all fairness, at least it's not a death stamp.
Have they removed death stamps yet?
I don't know. They haven't made any more. So I'm just gonna...
Because no one liked them. At all.
No. And they just, decreased the time that they stayed on the ground. If they just decreased it to, a second, that'd be fine, right?
0 seconds?
0
Even
seconds,
better.
go for it. Yeah. Perfect. Let's see, what else do we want to talk about? Console features, fuck off. We have timed queues now in just throughout the whole game, they used to be.
That's an interesting feature. We'll see how that works.
Yeah.
No one's really sure how that's gonna work.
I mean, I'm assuming it's just gonna work the same way as it did before, where they just count down. Each queue is a countdown rather than a count up.
Yeah, but if the last system worked, why did they change it?
Oh, I don't know whether it will work better, but it will. I think we definitely know how it will work in terms of mechanically. We know how it's going to work, but not.
And they were
really.
talking about ranked queues being a 12-minute reset timer, which is
I tend to get
3-minute
queues.
Yeah.
My matchmaking in ranked is good. I don't know what people really like. I mean, I've just got into plat, so I'm not exactly a pro player, but I think for the average player, matchmaking is quite all right. They just like to complain about it when they lose.
Yeah. I think the matchmaking right now is probably fine, but 1 in 10 matches you'll get a bad match, and then you'll complain to the Reddit about it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of complaints on Reddit.
The thing that this does is it just makes it better for pro players and for the higher up players, which is fair enough. They are kind of the bigger people in the game, but not physical size.
Well,
although maybe they do spend a lot of time on SMITE, and yeah. So
yeah, because you don't.
Yeah, I mean, shut the fuck up. So yeah, no more parties of rank conquest. So, and then also
that's These are all controversial, but I don't know how it's going to turn out until it actually gets implemented.
As someone that solo queues ranked, I don't care. And I think last thing we should talk about early surrender conditions.
Why wasn't that in the game sooner?
Yeah, if someone DCs within the first 3 minutes and has not returned, you can surrender. Active players on the losing team will lose 0 TP. The disconnected player will lose double the full TP amount they would have lost if the match finished normally, and the enemy team will win half what they would have won. I like it. I think this should have been in the game a lot longer, and it's been wanted by the community for forever.
More of an incentive to not like during the game when I might have dinner in a few minutes. Mum might call me down, but I'll just join. It'll be fine. My internet's quite bad and crashes a lot, but I'll just join.
It's not like
be fine.
It's not like that's literally how my last ranked game went or anything.
You're the problem. You are the problem.
I'm assuming you're not talking about me. I mean, yeah, I am, but not necessarily for this.
You said that you last ranked game you left because you.
Oh no! Someone else left.
Oh right, okay.
God, no.
Never mind.
I'm not.
I was really angry at you for like 5 minutes, but it's fine.
No, that's okay. And then new jungle practice map. Oh boy. Why was that done
that's
sooner?
good. And you can finally be in a party in it, which is really cool.
Fantastic. Good. And then just...
Can you be on the enemy team? Can you... If you join... That was really high-pitched. If you join as a party... Can you be on opposite teams?
I have no idea. Don't know how it works.
Because if you can, that's awesome. I don't know.
Load of bug fixes, load of balance, loads of conquest changes. Each of the jungle buffs have got changes, which is cool.
Cool.
And then, if you want to read up about it, SMITEGame.com has everything. If you didn't already know that.
Yeah, if you're here for the patch notes, like we aren't going to be going through them in detail.
We're not.
Any more detail.
And also we're not good at the game, so you don't really want to hear our opinions on balance. So
speak for yourself.
A good thing they're doing is you can win gems for your live account if you play on PTS. I think it's win 2 games on PTS over a 2-day period, and you get 100 gems onto your live account.
100 gems?
Yeah, for winning two games on the PTS in a 2-day period. I think there's 3 2-day periods, so you can win 300 gems. Which is good. If they have a way to do that, why did they not do that already?
Yeah, there's needed to be an incentive for playing on the PTS for a while now.
Yeah, and
that's finally gone through.
It's like the game, like that's how they know if the game is balanced. So they need to put some more. They need to give more incentive to go on PTS. Absolutely. That's patch notes. Let's move away from patch notes, because we have some Reddit to browse. I thought, first things first, we've just spoken about patch notes. Why don't we... Hello, you still there?
I'm still here. You were just talking.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to randomly interrupt.
I'm sorry. My Google Chrome had a hissy fit. I thought my internet crashed.
Oh, okay. No, you're fine.
Just, talking about patch notes, let's talk about something that you / Foolir, Foolir, brought up on Reddit over the last 2 weeks. Sorry, 15 days ago. I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But he / she essentially just listed...
Don't hate /it. Don't try and confine him into 2 gender roles. Jesus.
Him or it. They listed a bunch of Baron's... essentially listed a bunch of Baron's known bugs. And made a point to say... why don't they hotfix these kinds of bugs? Because obviously they have the ability to hotfix. So why would they wait? Why do we have to wait 2 weeks in order for a bug to be fixed?
Well, you don't know that they can hotfix everything.
Of course we do.
I think it's only specific issues that can be hotfixed.
No, well we've seen it before. It's just a patch, isn't it?
Yeah, you've seen it before, but with other things.
Yeah, but I don't know if patch is a patch. Like it might not be a big, it might be a big patch notes patch, but like hotfixes are just another patch. Why can't they just get rid of the bug fixes there and then? It's obvious that Baron did have bugs, and Hi-Rez did say that he does have bugs that they did fix, but only when the patch came out.
Yeah, I think there's some kind of internal policy for Hi-Rez that's like, if it doesn't crash the game, we'll fix it in the next patch.
Yeah.
Because I think the only hotfixes... No, they hotfixed Thoth's dash, and he could dash forever.
Yeah, that was fun.
But I think it's only properly game-breaking bugs that they hotfix. Which I agree is stupid.
You mean Baron
got some
Samedi?
kind of internal policy. He isn't properly game-breaking. He isn't like infinitely dashing. He isn't wasn't like accidentally, removed wards from the game or whatever.
Who would do that?
It was just he was OP because he was bugged in certain ways, and I think that's below their threshold that they have, which is stupid. But I think it's an internal policy of like, only if the game is unplayable in this case do we try and hotfix it, because it's probably a lot of money.
I think potentially also, like, if you think about it, the patch, like when a patch is released, like a big patch is released, that's the code changing, and if they are changing the code halfway through making a patch, things could break even more when it comes to what they've already worked on for the patch in terms of balance or something.
Yeah, they probably are play testing the bug fixes to make sure they haven't made more bugs.
And that as well, yeah.
Is what you tried to say there. Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you, Fulia, for your Reddit post. I agree.
For your contribution.
So, another big thing that's been discussed on the Reddit by a lot of people, like I mean a lot, there's probably been more posts about this than there was people posting their daily bundles. Maybe a little bit less, but like there was a lot of these. I picked out a person called Foxy Amy, who I think says it quite well. About announcer pack randomization. Now, if you didn't know, Adam, they released last patch. They released remember the 5 different language announcer packs.
Yeah.
Now, the way to get these in the game is to win 3 games. It was part of the World Cup celebration, right? Like the achievement you got and stuff was called World Cup celebration.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
So if you are in English, you need to play the game and do these things to get it in your language.
Yes.
That's a bit weird to me.
Although I don't know whether other languages of the game actually do have, because still, they were the announcer packs. These new announcer packs are still kind of quirky. Like whereas the default English one is like just says double kill, triple kill. These ones did have some sort of flair to them. And they did different things. So I don't know whether the default of each SMITE language actually does have their own default announcer pack, and then these ones are just kind of a more quirky one. But
yeah,
either way, this is what Foxy Amy has to say. Ever since I got an announcer pack that I really don't like, I've been wanting to get them out of the random rotation to no avail. We should be able to enable/disable voice packs from being in the random rotation, especially with the international announcer pack coming up. I probably won't use most of them, and I don't want them coming up at random. I know that selecting a specific announcer pack is an idea, but hearing the same announcer pack over and over isn't fun either, and I easily forget to change the announcer pack. In short, make us able to turn certain announcer packs on and off from being in the random rotation. So I think more than ever, like this has been a request for a long time, but I think more than ever, turning off different announcer packs for the random rotation just has to be in the game now that they have different languages. Like, I don't want to listen to a Russian announcer pack. I don't even have a choice whether I get it or not, other than don't play the game.
I wasn't even sure that. I didn't even know you could have a random. So you can select random announcer pack, and every time it will play from a different announcer pack that you own.
See, this is what we mean by Adam not paying attention.
I didn't know that was a feature.
This was a feature for so long, probably, yeah,
Really?
like maybe over a year, I'd say. So
I'm gonna turn that on then.
It does it per game, not per announcement. So it will just choose at the start of the game a random announce pack that you own, but it will choose them out of all of the ones that you own. If you know, obviously, like, it does get kind of boring listening to the same one. So
yeah,
that's what I do. But for now, I don't want to listen to a Russian commentating my game.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. If there is random announcer packs, you'll need to be able to choose which ones are being picked from.
Yeah. Like, I've been fine with it not being in the game, but now that there's different languages...
Okay, what I've got a new proposal. What if you could sell them?
Sell your announcer
for 10 gems each.
I mean, like, okay, for example... sometimes I'm not in the mood to play. I'm not in the mood to listen to Swagney. Swagney does get on my nerves sometimes, right? You know, so maybe sometimes I'll want to turn it off. This is completely hypothetical. I wouldn't do this, but sometimes I want to turn it off. Sometimes I want to bring it back.
Okay, fair.
That's an example. But no, I agree with Foxy Amy that we should be able to choose which ones are in the random selection.
Yeah, I agree with Foxy Amy as well.
Yeah, thank you, Foxy Amy. There's so many. I haven't put these in any order, so I'm just gonna go completely out of here. 4th of July was in the last 2 weeks, and that meant no Loki for a day.
Yep.
Who cared?
For some reason.
I didn't care. Personally, don't care.
I think that was. I can't believe the community chose removing Loki for a day over a gem event.
I barely played that day anyway.
I want my gems.
But like, either way, I don't get many Loki players in my games anyway. Like,
and when I do, I don't care.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh well. Rigged, I guess. Fantastic. So we get less gems. Awesome. Oh, this is a big...
I mean, we can't... That was democracy. We can't blame anyone for that.
Apart from the SMITE community.
Okay, we can blame everyone for that.
Yeah. But... My words crashed. I can talk about...
Can you still read it? Is it closed?
It's all good.
Okay.
So, they recently made daily bundles. 3 daily bundles. Right? You were familiar with this?
Sure.
They made... Right, so they originally had 1 daily bundle. Oh, God, Jesus Christ.
I knew they were changed. I didn't realise you now had 3.
Well, yeah, you had 1, and then they made it to 3 because people were complaining about them. I don't think anywhere they discussed this really, but as of the patch coming out, the most recent patch coming out, they decided to bring it back down to 1 again and say that the 3 daily bundles was a limited time, even though it was not said before that it was a limited time.
So basically, they were losing money too much when they had 3 of them.
Is probably
and had to quickly go back on it.
Is probably what
That's
happened.
annoying. At least be honest. At least,
yeah.
Like, if you were planning to do that, you would have said you were going to do that. At least tell us we're losing. Like, I don't mind when companies just say outright, we're losing too much money like
Yeah.
this. We're going to be kind of dicks because we need to, be a company.
Yeah, like they do need to get money, and they need to monetize better if they need to. So
Just lying like that is kind of annoying. Because there's no way they just forgot to announce.
Absolutely not. That's bullshit. Pat1012 suggested, why don't we have the option to re-roll one of the items in your bundle one time, each bundle, or maybe like
I think a full re-roll. I don't think they would implement
maybe like once a week or something, a full re-roll. Yeah, why not? I think that'll keep the community happy.
No, I think once a week a full re-roll is too little. I think we'd need to have like, I don't know, maybe 5,000 favour for a re-roll per day, or like a single item re-roll.
Oh,
a
I
week.
see, like favourite. Okay, yeah, sure. I like that.
In the same way that we have, like, you can open the chest slots again with favour.
Yeah.
Favour.
Yeah, no, I like that. See, or you have to like pay a certain amount to get another daily bundle, like slot, maybe. Yeah, and you open that up. For like
what would a
week or
daily
something.
bundle slot be?
As in
that case, what do you mean?
As in, so say for example, you pay a certain amount of favour for a week. Say you get 2 daily bundles a day instead of 1 daily bundle a day. You open up that slot, that you open up that other daily bundle slot to have 2 daily bundles in a day instead of just 1.
Maybe. I think I prefer the re-rolling idea than the second slot idea.
Fair enough.
Because then you're like, it's more of a gambling thing, like you're saying goodbye to the last one.
Yeah.
And gambling is fun. Try it.
Apparently, like, I only realised today that apparently playing 25 hours a week of games counts as an addiction.
What?
I need rehab.
That's really stupid. 25 hours? Like, if it isn't considered addictive for watching TV, then why is it considered addictive for games?
Oh, there we go.
The average American watches an average of... I said average twice. The average American watches 5 hours of TV a day.
Yeah. So... that's over 25
In
hours.
a week, 25 hours of games is not that much.
No.
And again, that's probably an addictive thing that I'm saying. Probably sound like an addict.
I could do that whole 25 hours in a day. So moving on.
I'm not sure you could, actually.
So the next thing I want to talk about is... quick thing. Ajax announced that the arena rework will be happening around about the time of HRX, which is going to be in November this year.
How much are they reworking it?
Apparently they're doing a little bit to the mechanics, but majoritively it's mainly a remodel.
Oh, okay.
So there we go. I know a few of our friends, or a couple of our friends, or one of our friends, plays arena as their kind of like
a single person that we know.
Yeah, like plays arena as their kind of off conquest mode. It's good to have an off conquest mode, I reckon.
Yeah, arena's a nice kind of. I'm trying to not offend arena maze.
I think personally, mine's
kind
assault.
of thinking less, like less management. Just I want to do whatever and just run at the enemy team with no consequence.
Yeah, and I think, I like playing assault because it's even less decisions.
Yes, but assault people actually care about. Like, I find more salt in assault games, funnily enough, than I do in like any other game mode, because I'm never fully tryharding it, so I'm not playing perfectly, and like I've been told to uninstall and like
fucking hell,
just
really?
rage. I've been told to quit now so the team can do better.
Yeah, but that's just because you're bad.
Oh, I don't get told to do that in Conquest though, except by you.
Yeah, you probably should. Have you uninstalled yet?
No, I've still got the game. Sorry, Danny.
So yeah, That's the arena redo. Exciting-ish.
I'm more interested than excited. I don't really care.
Yeah. Let's see here. Speaking of Assault, there's been a big debate since Baron Samedi came out. He is not being classed as a healer on Assault, where he does still have a big heal. I think I was reading somewhere that someone had like a Ra or something, and the Baron did more healing in the game than Ra. That was like kind of their point.
Okay,
this.
That's probably just a bad Ra though.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's literally that's the Reddit post that I picked out. That is the one.
Well done.
Thank you. So, you slash. Oh, for fuck's sake! Here we go.
I'm ready for this.
What's
his name?
CGH0606. And his why is his flair paedophile snatcher?
I mean, it's better than child snatcher.
I guess a
Depending
paedophile snatcher is doing a good thing.
What even is a snatcher?
It's like someone that snatches, like, you know how you like snatch things from someone. That's just stealing, isn't it? It's like the child. Wait, isn't that what they call the person in that film? Is that
child? Is it child snatcher?
Is that Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
I think it is, but I'm not sure. Snatch is snatcher the word? It doesn't sound like a word to me anymore. I've forgotten.
Child snatcher, I think.
Okay.
Is like the person. I'm googling.
Well, in that case, paedophile snatcher is technically a nice thing, but his username is completely unacceptable.
Googling child snatcher, I'll probably put on some sort of list. Child catcher.
Child
is
all that time when we couldn't think of the word catch.
Yeah. Well, that's his name in. It is Chitty. Yeah. There we go. Well, I'm glad that's cleared up.
What's C900PQZ
said?
I have to say.
I know Hyra's Ajax made a statement saying Baron is not considered a healer in Assault based off his numbers. My problem is I played an Assault match last night where the enemy's Baron's heals were more than our Ra's and equal to the Terror's heals on the enemy team. Can we at least get a tier 2 list of healers for specifically Cupid and Baron?
Yeah.
And I guess essentially balance the game based on that. I think someone in the comments has said about how make it so the same number of front lines each game as well. But I feel like if it gets too much, like I think healers in Assault are like probably the most the best character in Assault based on the fact that you can't go back to base. So I feel like balance those. But when it comes to like the whole team, it kind of just takes the fun out of it if you have a whole balanced team in terms of.
Well, I don't know, because it takes the fun out of it as well when you have no front line and you get decimated.
But the point is
like that's not fun.
But the point is, some teams may be better at better in the late game. Like if you have a front line, sure you're not gonna die as much, but because you got a protector. But then again, you're like late game, you're gonna be chunking them a lot more if you have like 5 ADCs. Like
no, late game you still need a front line, especially in Assault where you got to push towers.
No. First of all, minions. Second of all, people can still tank tower, and also like it. Also, at that point, people like to die anyway, so they could go back to base and buy items. Like you just put the person that wants to die the most in there.
No, I don't know, because even like a front line, a healer, and 3 damage dealers is better than 4 damage dealers and a healer in a team fight and in the early game.
Yeah, sure. But then again, I think SMITE, not just SMITE, but I think just in general, these kind of game modes, like when you have all random, all mid, and other game modes, in other games, they in all games, you are not going to have completely balanced. Like, if there's a hunter on one team and a hunter on another team, that doesn't mean you have a balanced team, because one hunter could be better than the other hunter. Like, if you had 5 like mages, say, and they were like the best mages in the game right now, you could potentially beat, or say, okay, maybe not all magical, but say like the 3 best mages and the 2 best hunters, and then the other team has, say, a proper team with a front line and stuff. You could maybe still beat them, because the game isn't completely balanced.
Yeah, but I think the game can aim for as close to balance as it can get. And also, because it's still random, the character that you get could still be anyone. So I think it doesn't hurt the assault kind of like, I'm queuing up to get whatever I'm given thing.
Sure.
It's just that each team might get a healer, but both teams get a healer. If it's T1, they both get T1. If it's T2, they both get T2. And if there is a front line, both teams get a front line.
Yeah.
Each team is still random, but it's a fairer matchup.
Okay, we're talking about this too long, but I think we can agree that we probably need about 20 different queues at one time, saying, whether you want the front line in each team, whether you want the healer in each team, and
yes,
perfect. Like the
more queues, the better. Definitely, the more game modes, the better.
Fantastic.
The more we can spread out the community, the more balanced the game will be.
The bigger the community is. There we go.
Yeah.
Perfect. But yeah, the whole tier 2 healer thing, you could add in people like Cupid and Baron, apparently, if he's not a tier 1 healer.
Yeah, I almost feel like Terra could be a tier 2 healer as well.
Hades, RTO,
because compared to like a Hell. Yeah.
Yep. Says Behay.
Behay?
Behay. Beeehay.
Fix your usernames, people.
Oh, no, he's got a good username. It's all good. It's capitalised and stuff, isn't it? It looks nice.
Oh, okay. That's fine then.
Yeah. So, yeah. There we go. Baron is causing all sorts of controversy, it feels like, over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. He's the new character.
Fair enough.
And he's also bugged crap, so that helps.
There we go. What to talk about next? Let's talk weird gods that you'd like to see in Smite. Now this was a Reddit post by Chaos Zero, who is a big part of the community. If Adam's heard of him / her, then he / her's got to be big.
Well, I've heard of him because we've talked to him before.
Yeah. But he / she. I should probably just say they. They say.
Yeah.
Weird gods you'd want to see in Smite. This is, by the way, a kind of less serious discussion than what we've had already. If I'm being honest, I'm out of discussion topics for at least this. I've discussed just about everything and probably this too. Anyway, what are some weird gods you found that you'd want to see in Smite? And by gods, I mean singular people and not creatures. There we go. My top most wanted is Medjet. There was a
Medjet.
Yeah, so there was actually on the front page of Smite Reddit right now. There is a Medjet kind of concept idea, where he essentially looks like someone dressed up as a ghost on Halloween. Just throw a sheet over them. But the cool thing about Medjet is, I believe, I do just want to make sure I'm saying it right. He's Egyptian, and he's actually the, I think, god of smiting. So, like, yeah.
Hey, I see what you did there.
See what I did there?
Because the game's called Smite.
Yeah, he's like linked to the Book of the Dead as well, or something like that. Spell 17 of the Book of the Dead mentions, among many other obscure gods, one Medjed, meaning the smiter, in the following line. I know the name of that smiter among them, who belongs to the house of Osiris, who shoots with his eye, yet is unseen. Nothing else is known about that god. So there we go. There apparently is an internet meme as well. So yeah.
I don't know. I don't know enough mythology or god knowledge to really comment on this. I don't think.
Fair enough. Well,
like I can't think of any gods that aren't in Smite.
Well, the point of this one. Don't worry, I wasn't going to put you on the spot. Golly, who knows? Has a suggestion. Kono Hanasakuya Haim.
Yep, him.
Her, the cherry blossom princess. She is the kami of life, flowers, and goddess of volcanoes. Wait, hold on. That's quite different things. Why would you be the? Why would life, flowers, and volcanoes? Okay.
That's quite a wide CV there. That's quite impressive.
Yeah, she's been out and about. When her husband Nigini, Amaterasu's grandson, became suspicious of her loyalty, and if their children were really his, she became pregnant on their wedding night. She left the newborns in a doorless hut, then turned to her husband and said, "If they are yours, they won't be harmed," and set the hut on fucking fire. They were his.
Oh. Were they fine? Did they survive? Did she kill all of her children?
I am her child. She's my mother.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite a story. You're also much older than I thought, if that's the case.
I'm also not at all Japanese, which is the weird thing.
Genetics are weird. Maybe you were adopted.
Maybe.
You were adopted but still somehow survived the fire.
Fantastic. There we go. Nostalgic Shark 1 has a very descriptive answer to this. Jesus is a suggestion. Zathoa wants to see Ananta, Vishnu's glorified lawn chair. Wait, hold on. By the way, I haven't read any of these beforehand. I need to
word
Google
glorified. It's not just a lawn chair, it's a glorified lawn chair.
Ananta, hold on. Right, so there's a Hindu thing. Jesus Christ, the hell! I'm not reading that is way too long. But if that's true, I want it.
Glorified lawn chair.
I want to play as a glorified lawn chair.
Would it just be a chair? Would it? Okay, would the chair be like in a chair shape and just moving around, or would it be like humanoid, like have sticks for arms?
A chair can't move; it'd just stay in base. But you would just be playing as a chair. That's the point of it. Like if like
just join game, you're just sitting in base.
God's back to base, and they're like, I need to sit down. I just can't.
Oh, that'd be no. That's actually amazing. Any god can sit in the chair and they gain a buff for a short period of time.
There we go.
They gain a speed boost.
But they have to be sitting in the chair, so they're just standing. They're just still. They're just sitting still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. Wow. What a great.
That's great game design.
Yeah.
Just 5 of them, just sitting in base.
Well, there we go.
Game ends. You just watch. It's a great view of when you lose the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just sit there with like a cold Coca-Cola, watching as they kill your Titan.
Oh, not Coca-Cola. You've just lost the game. It's gonna be a worse drink, like Lipton peach iced tea.
Says the person that got me 3 bottles of that for my birthday.
I was joking. I was trying to trigger you.
Okay.
I like iced tea. Raijin Kai.
I hated iced tea.
No. Iced tea's good. Raijin Kaijin says, what about the god who counters Baron Samedi? Wish he was in the game. Fair enough.
Does he exist?
Not yet. Ixtab is the goddess of suicide, apparently, according to Alpha Dios 2003. There we go. Okay, and we'll end this little discussion on Javik Legrand's suggestion. There's Moritazgus, the badger god, Raktabija, the Hindu aura, Happy. Wait, Happy is the water Egyptian god with nipples, and Mafdet, a mongoose goddess. I don't know why you had to say that he had nipples.
Most people don't have nipples. I'm going to apologise on Danny's behalf for his pronunciation of everything that he said so far.
Yeah, I forgot to say that. Aueb is a Mayan snail god. Aueb. It's pronounced. Okay, it's spelled AH space UAYEB. Aueb.
I'm not sure that every time it's said the person goes, Wabe. Have you prayed to Wabe today? Oh no, I should do that.
I think it should though. I'm making it a thing. There we go.
I'm going to start worshipping Wabe.
The Mayan snail god. Fantastic. And we've also got a squid god called Canloa. And a Slavic river creature called Vodanoy. There we go. So, thank you very much for that. That was a load of fun. I want to see a lawn chair. I want to see a lawn chair.
No, not just a lawn chair. The glorified lawn chair. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. This is one that you'd excel in. Actually, we finally found something you'd probably excel in. Jay Alejo, who we have, I think he submitted something skin concept to us in the past, or a couple. Try to give bad advice on how to play Smite. So you could join in on this one, Adam.
What?
You're full of bad advice.
No, I'm just asking what the thread was.
Well, there is no body to the post, but people have been, suggesting things like Newzak says all the items on the recommended tab are the best. We've got Kill Switch KSG. Auto buy is by far one of the most useful features in the game. I can't recommend ever turning it off. We've got Instant Lock Loki to win. Always build crit first. Build Mystical Mail on Kumba while maxing out his Mez. Always do that. Ask Reddit for advice on how to play Smite, says Mezjat. Yep.
That's a clever one. I like you, whoever you are.
Thank you.
No, not you.
Oh, alright, shit.
I don't like you.
Well, that's it for this podcast, I guess.
No, I need you. Please stay.
I know nothing about the game.
I need you to tell me what's going on.
There we go. That's it. I'm not reading. There's a lot of comments. You can read about that if you want.
Yeah, that's a fun thread. Link to that thread in the description.
Sure.
If we remember.
Why not? Or you could just literally...
Just because I like the idea of that thread.
You could just type in on Smite Reddit, try to give bad advice on how to play Smite.
Or just close the video down, scroll down a little bit, and click on the link.
But that's a lot of effort for me to put in the link. I don't know about that.
I would offer to do it, but you wouldn't let me. So
get off.
You're far too OCD about those things.
Exactly. Even though I'd probably forget anyway. Hi-Res Tina is looking for suggestions. So obviously Hi-Res Tina is the person who makes the voice packs in the game. Is looking for suggestions for Chef Vulcan voice lines. Because that should be coming.
If that's a spicy meatball isn't one of those voice lines, then I'm just gonna end the game and my life.
F. suggests, I am casting Magma Bomb for Magma Bomb cast. I have created an Inferno Cannon for Inferno Cannon cast, and I have casted Backfire on Backfire cast.
That's perfect. Why isn't every voice line in every skin like that?
Yeah, exactly. Liam8925 on Twitter suggests eat this meat.
I'm trying to not make a dick joke. Yeah. It's difficult.
Exactly, but that is Tina's way.
Move on quickly.
we've got a load of puns by Reese Bridger. I like this person. I like puns. Nice to meet you. Back to the old grind. Feed your soul, bon appetit, blah 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 blah.
They aren't good puns though. No.
Yeah, but the best puns are the worst puns. Did you hear about the Italian chef? He passed away.
That's old.
By Sorrow Stone.
I like that one. It's good but old.
Yeah, but Hyras are full of old jokes and memes, so it's all good.
What do you mean? That Doge skin is so relevant and up with the fellow kids.
Speaking of the Doge skin, it's in the FP store next patch, so you can get it for free. So there we go. What else should we talk about? Let's talk about. Okay, here's a little weird question for you.
Yep.
By Dude 101262, who says
that's the 10,106th dude ever.
101,262 second. Not tooth.
Okay. I was doing it off memory.
The Guardians of Smite go out for dinner. Who pays the bill?
Sorry, there's wind blowing from my window.
Oh right, yeah, that's what it was. I thought you were just deflating.
No, I never deflate.
Is that penis joke?
Maybe.
I'm making a penis joke.
It wasn't intentional, but sure, it is now.
It works. Unlike your penis.
Hades is looking in through the window with jealousy, with Nemesis. No, Nemesis warrior.
Infinite Rescue says not Fafnir, that's for certain. Invader Edgar says his bank, not Ymir, his bank account's been frozen.
Oh, I like you. That was good.
Foxy Amy's back. Has literally made a list of every single Guardian and their role in this dinner.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Jeez. That is too much to discuss on this podcast, but Jesus Christ, well done.
Bacchus is far too drunk to pay any bills.
True.
And has made whoever it was bankrupt.
Although
and again, does Bacchus have an infinite supply of wine, or does he need to buy it?
Is he Jesus?
Is he giving the wine to everyone, or is he just taking everyone's wine?
Is Jesus just turning water into wine for him? Because it does, like, he can drink it as much as he wants in game. Ooh, shit.
Yeah, but there isn't infinite water either.
There's not infinite water? Yeah, but there's a lot more water. There's not, but the water is a lot more accessible than wine is.
Yeah, but how Bacchus's jug fills up is a different question entirely. I think if Bacchus can drink from his mug forever, or his jug forever, he must be making the wine, which means that he can make wine for everyone.
Jesus
so,
Christ.
Bacchus is exempt from paying the bill because he's given everyone their wine.
Fantastic.
Cumber's fallen asleep.
Why are we taking this so seriously?
I can't think of as many Guardians. Guardians,
Requiem
all the
SM,
Guardians left my mind.
Requiem for SM, I think, has got the correct answer here, which is Kepri, the most selfless god.
Yes.
So, not Ganesh. He'd just hand over the bill to somebody near him.
Yeah.
Bill bestowed.
Imagine getting like a little notification and your bill bestowed. Oh shit. Kepri! No, I mean, not Kepri, Ganesh.
Bill bestowed was not my joke. That was Hey Brownie. Thanks, Hey Brownie. I recognise you from Community Concepts. Let's discuss. Okay, so
Go.
The last couple of things. Someone suggested turning the wisdom tab in the game into a changelog.
What's the wisdom tab in the game?
Fantastic. Wisdom tab has a glossary and some videos in it. Put a changelog in there. Fantastic.
Oh, is it one of the tabs at the top?
Zaru, CZAROOO.
On the right.
Also, I recognise you from Community Concepts as well. He made the Railgun Raijin skin, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wow. That's a cool concept.
Yeah.
But also fix your name.
Put changelog in there. Fair enough. Last thing I want to talk about, because we are kind of running out of time, is
Yep.
well, okay. There's a little thing here. Someone has suggested, Larger Fiend has suggested. Okay, the post is, it's absolutely disgusting that Hi-Rez has not done this. How has there not been a penguin skin? For example, Chuck is now an emperor penguin and swinging around a giant fish. And Izanami is a penguin. Maybe a seal comes out of ice and bites the genitals for her ult.
We haven't had any penguin skins submitted to us either.
Submit them.
I think penguin. I think skins for that animal are just hard to make. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be up for it.
I would like to see a penguin in Smite though.
I'd be up for it.
Which god would best suit a penguin skin?
Ratatoska? I don't know.
Yeah, because he can like slide on the ice for his one.
Oh shit, dude.
And like throw fish around and stuff.
Someone submit it. Go to youtube.com/numnetwork. There should be a link there somewhere to the submission form. Do it.
Yes, and make sure you subscribe as well.
If you want to.
And like the comment.
I don't suggest it.
Make everything and give us money through our Patreon that we don't have.
We don't make money. Yeah. But give us money anyway. Send it to us for the address that you don't have. And last but not least, which other ults should get the Achilles/Scylla ult treatment? This is by Kiku-chan.
So essentially resettable. He likes the idea, / she likes the idea of a resettable Hebo ult.
Ow. Just Hebo ult, but it's just a toggle. Just wherever you go, you are Hebo ulting.
Oh no. We have AMPT Hellfire says, Fenrir, how else is he supposed to play fetch? It's fair enough.
Fenrir ults, then they like jump away, and Fenrir fetches them again. It's adorable. Then again, dogs don't normally return things when you fetch them. That's a myth.
Huncho,
as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, well, you do own a dog.
My dog won't. Like, if you play fetch with my dog, she'll go get the stick, and then she'll run as far away from you as she can with the stick.
If your dog's a weirdo.
It's like you ain't getting my stick. This is my stick now.
I'm fairly certain your dog is broken. You should probably, like, change the batteries or something.
No, she has too many batteries, that's the issue. Too much energy.
Okay, gotcha. Good one. Huncho Jack 420 makes an incredible joke. Ooh.
What? I've forgotten the question.
Which ult should be resettable?
Oh.
Fantastic.
Okay, I get it now.
There we go. That is...
Like, just continuing the majors, like, Ra ult reset would be interesting.
Fantastic, yeah.
All the mage skill shot ults.
I assume this they've reset based like if you kill someone with it, that's what we're going with.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You go for all like Ra ult, Kook ult, all the mage skill shot ultimates.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. And with that, that's really all we've got for the for kind of Reddit stuff in terms of what's been going on in the community and stuff. We do have another section that we like to call Agni Aunt. We actually did start this in the last podcast that we tried and failed at, and we thought we thought that was the best part of the original podcast that we did 2 weeks ago. So we're just gonna give you that, and for you to listen to, because I'd hate to see that go to waste, because that was a lot of fun. You can also catch Adam's reaction of the name Agni Aunt as well.
It's a good name.
It's a fantastic name, isn't it?
I've had time to meditate on it, and I like the name.
I'm so proud of myself. But yeah. So I guess here it is. Can we do like the little like kind of sound effect?
What?
So, like you know, like the kind of flashback sound
high?
effect. Fuck off. The flashback sound effect, like
you just went
in TV shows and films and stuff, like the flashback thing. You got like the screen goes wibbly, and you got like the.
Oh, it has like the screen ripples, and it's like
yeah. Can we do that so I don't have to add it in post?
If we can find that sound effect. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure what it sounded like. I don't know.
Okay, let's do it now. That's it for the community section.
Woo! What's next?
The third section.
There was the mysterious third section.
The punny title section. I have called it.
Bye. Nope. Fuck. Bye.
Oh, but it's really good.
Don't believe you.
You should try. Just try it. Maybe you'll like it.
You have one chance.
I have called it.
Oh no, I'm scared.
Agni Aunt.
Okay, I want to be angry at that, but I kind of like that pun, so I'm gonna say. I do. Okay, well done. I'm happy with that pun. Carry on.
Thank God for that. So I thought I've got a few comments here from people on Reddit that have just asked questions and asked for people's opinions and suggestions and stuff, and I thought maybe we could go through and give them a little bit of an Agni Aunt session.
Okay, sure.
If you
will
had
solve your problems.
now, this is less of an Agni Aunt thing, this one, but more of just an opinion question. If you had a ton of favour, would you rather have a bunch of emotes or a bunch of reskins? So this guy, it's Jabon, commented saying, in the body of this Reddit post, said, I'm thinking about purchasing the God Pack soon, and I was wondering whether to spend my favour on either skins or emotes. So it's the fact, the big favour boost you get with your God Pack. Would you rather have a bunch of emotes or a bunch of reskins?
Neither.
I would wait. Personally, I wait on favour to buy diamond skins when I get people to diamond. That's what I do with my favour.
Diamond skins. Also, I would say emotes, but emotes aren't a lot of favour. You can probably buy all the emotes for the God Pack. And also, opening chest slots.
Yes,
which is a mechanic that I realised existed quite recently.
Of course you did.
Because in the bottom right there's the chest that you get for winning, but after you win 5 games, which happens for me like easily, don't laugh at that.
I'm not.
Yes, you did. After you unlock a chest, that gets crossed out for the week, and you can't win that chest again. And as long as that's open, you keep getting those little chests that give you all the ward skins and give you all the dance emotes and all the chest filler, which means that when you get an actual good chest, the chance of you getting something actually good is much higher.
Yeah, fair enough. However, if you had to pick between just emotes and reskins,
Emotes.
I think purely because there are going to be times where you can get, like, first of all, reskins are not worth it. Recolors are just not really worth it, to be honest. You are bound to get some sort of skin for that character at some point, and if you don't, then it's not the end of the world. Just playing with default, and also you can have a little bit of fun with things that, you know, whenever you say you rock, you get your little clap, or whenever you say you high, you get your little wave, or you got your dance that you can loop and stuff.
Whenever
like that,
I'm standing in the lane and I haven't got a wave, because I've got a wave for most gods, and when I haven't got it, I'm like, oh, I can't wave at this guy. This is terrible, and it's annoying. And like, you're never gonna, and they're cheaper, and you're never gonna be like, oh, I bought this emote with favour, but I got a better emote that I'm gonna use now.
Yep.
Because that's not how emotes work. That happens with skins, and they're more expensive. This is a non-question for me.
Yeah, fair enough. Sidewinder 3121 actually in the comments discusses about the winners' chests that you mentioned. You didn't mention the fact that also it gets you closer to that godlike chest as well, which includes that head over heels Cupid skin, and also like the chance of getting like out of those 3 cool like tier 4 skins that are added each patch.
Yeah.
A post by LVLO hype. Smite Reddit. What do I do?
Guys, no. Okay, no. PSA. Okay. Fix your names. Seriously. Like, if I can't read it by looking at it, it's a shit name. Call yourself Barry before you call yourself LVLO hype.
Hey, Barry is a good username.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Much better than LVLO hype. Just put a second of thought into your name, and then like I'll read it and I won't go, this guy's a twat, having not seen anything that you've ever said. I presume things if you've got a crap name, that you do everything half-assed in life, and it's just not worth it.
Jesus. There we go.
Because my name isn't a and Danny's name is very imaginative. What's the next thing?
This is a discussion for another day. Smite Reddit, what do I do? So this is more of an agony aunt thing. This weekend I bought my girlfriend of 4 years. I'm assuming that's the relationship and not the girlfriend.
Yeah, his girlfriend isn't the length of time 4 years.
No, but I mean, it's not a 4-year-old girlfriend.
You assume that's not the age, right?
Yeah.
That is a lot funnier and makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. Bought her her first PlayStation 4 to finally be able to game with me and her brother. I introduced her to Smite and started to show her the basics. I got her the God Pack since she is determined to play this game. I tell her to pick a god that she thinks looks cool, and we will go from there to learning that god and whatnot. I go to the bathroom and return to the horror of her hovering over Loki. Before I can scream, "Don't do it," she locks it in. Smite Reddit, I ask you what to do now. Should I leave her, or embrace how she has decided to become an evil Smite player?
Well, the first thing you should do is buy a PC and play it on there. And the second thing should do... I don't know, because I feel like for newcomers to the game, people play Loki and Thor because it's the 2 characters they've heard of.
Yeah.
Like, if I think what you got to do here, what's his name? Oh, this is LVLO Hype. What you got to do here, Mr. Hype, is wait a few games and see if she keeps playing Loki. If it goes past like 2 or 3 games of Loki, cut it off now. Like, I'm talking about her hands and possibly her head.
If she gets to if she gets to Diamond Loki before she like masters any other god to 1, there's a problem.
Yeah.
If she masters Loki to 10 before mastering 10 gods to level 1, there's a problem.
Yeah. Or if she masters Loki, there's a problem.
Yeah.
If after a few games though she kind of goes, okay, who else is there, and then tries like Ymir or Geb like the rest of us and goes, this character is fun, this game is fun, then I refer you back to point 1 and buy her a PC as well. Next. Solved your problem. You're welcome.
There we go. You're welcome, community. Mr. Hype.
The world's a better place.
Exactly. There we go. Gods to avoid now. Posted by Purley on the Reddit. Bad gods ? I just bought the Ultimate God Pack and I'm looking at all the options I can now play. Are there any gods I should avoid like the plague? Now this is interesting because most of the time when people buy the God Pack, they ask who they should play.
Yeah.
Who shouldn't they play?
That's interesting. Because there's so many gods that like, your first thought isn't who shouldn't I play?
Yep.
Like that's the opposite of how that should work.
In terms
you
of
don't walk into a supermarket and go, what shouldn't I buy? Like when there's that much choice, you pick what you want.
Yeah. In terms of difficulty, I would say don't play Morrigan.
In terms of bugginess, don't play Morrigan.
And yeah, just don't play Morrigan because her ultimate is literally turning into another character and using their abilities.
Yeah.
So you need to know like the abilities of essentially every god in the game.
I'm gonna say, don't play assassins.
Okay.
At all, because assassins require you to not jump into the team fight because you're squishy and melee, which is quite rare and quite difficult to play with.
Mm-hmm.
If you're new to the game, and especially in like arena games where it's all team fight and like all in the middle normally.
Yeah.
No, I just say it's easy to play a tanky character. Play characters with an escape. Don't start with like Pwash
that's the
or
big thing. I think over
maybe
over tankiness. Have an escape.
Yeah,
as a starter.
Like Agni is a great starting point because he's cheap and his escape goes for miles, so you can just be like, I'm scared, and run away and no one can catch up with you.
And also I'm fairly certain Agni is one of the characters that are lower in favour. Although this doesn't matter because he's getting godlike. Godlike, God Pack.
Oh yeah.
And maybe soon godlike. You know. Hopefully.
If we get the Agni, we godlike in no time.
Also, please do submit your Agni on if you have any thing that you want answering, a problem you want solving to do with Smite, because we couldn't find any for this one and we need more of them.
So I think, in general, do submit anything to us. You can submit it at like a whole bunch of places. In the comments of the YouTube video you're listening to this on. If we put this on SoundCloud and you're listening to it on there, do comment on there as well. Your questions or ideas or anything you've seen on Reddit or Twitter that you'd like us to talk about, please do submit it. Obviously, if you'd like to subscribe to us, youtube.com/nomnetwork, to not miss another one of these. We'll try to do these every 2 weeks. Catch up on the last fortnight's worth of not fortnight. Actually, I can't say fortnight anymore.
Right.
You just can't.
I know, it's ruined the word, hasn't it?
That word's banned. In the last 2
My
weeks.
family said that. My dad said the word the other day, and I was like, "Why are you talking about games?"
Yeah,
and then
it's just
he was
ruined.
talking about a time period.
It's just ruined.
I didn't even know.
Yeah. And then
again, Fortnite isn't a thing in America.
is it not?
The word Fortnite isn't actually a thing there. I'll clarify. In Britain, a fortnight is a period of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So like a fortnight ago was 2 weeks ago, because there are probably a lot of people that don't know that.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
Is there anything else? You can tweet us hashtag #AgniAunt
Yeah.
if you want to send us anything through Twitter.
And do at us as well, NomNetworkYT. If you want to submit it through there as well, if you want, or you can email us nomnetworkofficial@gmail.com, and we'll see you next time.
Blue, 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 blue. I don't know what the sound sounds like.
Goodbye.
Stop trying.